Okay, is this recording? Yeah, it's recording. I hope this is focused. This shit been confusing me all day. But okay, I'm about to tell a story about the time that my roommate had sex with my boyfriend. Before I began the story, he wasn't my boyfriend, like we weren't officially dating, but we talked for long enough and that was my man, period. So, it was my freshman year of college. I was happy. I was 5 hours away from school. Like, everything was good. Life was good. Life was good. And I had a roommate. I'm not going to say her name on here, but I had a roommate. When I got to college, I was 17. She was 24, old as shit. I mean, I'd say that that's old, but compared to me, that was old. We became, like, cool really fast. She was like, she was like my best friend. Besides the fact that we lived together, it was because we did everything together. Like, she was a white girl, but she was cool as shit. So I was talking to this boy, and she was talking to his friend. We were freshmen, so we lived on campus. But the boy that I was talking to and the boy that she was talking to, which was his friend, they lived together, and they lived off campus. So their house was a little hangout spot. We used to go over there. They would smoke, I would drink, like we would just be lit, right? So one day, my roommate and her boo and all our little friends, it was a group of us, they went to the store and I came out, like, I don't know where we were, but I came out of wherever we were chilling together, and I noticed that everybody left. So I'm like, where everybody go? Like, niggas went to the store and didn't tell me. Like, how do you know I didn't want nothing? So they came back like, we was trying to give y'all alone time. And my slow ass, I'm like, alone time for what? Like, what they mean by alone time? So we get back to the dorms after that whole situation. I let it go. We get back to the dorms and my roommate is like, we gave y'all alone time. Like, did anything happen? So I'm like, girl, no. Like, I had to tell her, like, I'm still a virgin. Like, didn't nothing go down, and I'm not pressed for anything to go down. So that was that. So now a few months passed by, and she was considerably older than me, like I said. So I guess she was trying to call herself, like, giving me advice, and she's just like, I really think you should lose your virginity. This is just an everyday talk and just in passing. Mind you, keep in mind, I'm seeing him every day, basically. We're over there, meaning at his house, him and his friend's house almost every weekend. So she keep asking me, like, so did you guys do it? I'm just like, nope. So she like, listen, not to scare you or anything, but there's all these girls on this campus, like, basically throwing pussy at him, and, you know, what you don't do, the next girl will. So I'm just like, it kind of threw me off, because I'm like, that don't feel right to me. Like, you shouldn't have to do something you don't want to do, or do it because you think somebody else is going to do it. So it kind of just threw me off. Wasn't feeling it. So I would notice, like, whenever I wouldn't answer the phone for him, like if I was studying or if I was asleep, on 3 different occasions. Well, the first 2 occasions, I didn't answer my phone. First time I was asleep. Second time I was at the library, I had my phone on Do Not Disturb. And this man popped up. Like, he popped up at my house because obviously he knew my dorm, he knew where I lived. Then he popped up at the library because I put up a snap, and I'm like, either this man is crazy or he has a guilty conscience, because he would pop up like, what, you don't fuck with me now? What, I'm cut off? What, you mad? But he didn't do anything for me to be mad about. So I'm like, oh no, you tripping. But I had to tell him after those 2 times, I'm like, yeah, he's tripping. After the 3rd time he popped up with me, I'm like, oh, you can't be doing this. I don't know what's the issue, if you have trust issues, but that can't go on. So he's like, all right, I'm just going to tell you, me and your roommate, we had sex. I said, huh? Y'all did what? He's like, yeah, it was a drunk night. It was a night that you said you couldn't come over. We were all drunk, and she told me that I would love some of this white girl pussy. and we fucked. And she told me, and she made me promise not to tell you, but I just can't, like, I just had to tell you, blah, blah, blah. A few of my friends said that I should have given him credit for telling me, but no, fuck that. Like, that's weird. So I cut him off, put him on a block list. But it wasn't so easy for me to just cut her off. One, because we lived together, and two, you just told me to lose my virginity to him. You're in here with me every day while we're chilling, we're kicking, we're vibing it. Like, you don't do nothing like that. That's corny as shit. So I cut him off. He was a dumb one. But I had something else for her. So I forgot to mention, this is a key part to the story. My roommate was married. Yeah, she was married. So I remember that she said her boyfriend went to Bloomsburg University, and she always used to say he was in this fraternity. So I'm like, my spidey senses get the tingling. And so I go on Bloomsburg.com and I type in, like, the Bloomsburg.com for the college. I type in the name of the fraternity that he was in, because she always used to talk about it. Boom, he pops up. He was like a point of contact or information for something for the fraternity. I said, oh yeah, I got something for their asses. They want to play in my motherfucking face. So they had his email there. They didn't have his phone number, but they had his email. So I write him an email like, hi, this is Brianna. I'm your wife's roommate. Call me. It's an emergency. Child, that man called me in less than 5 minutes. Like, he called me quick as shit. So I told him what happened. And he was like, do you have any proof? So I sent him the text messages of her admitting it, because I asked her, and she was like, yes, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. So I just gave her the silent treatment. Like, I didn't say nothing to her, but I knew I had a fucking plan brewing for her ass. I saw the boy. I cut him off. But so I told him, and he asked me if I had any proof. I sent the text messages of her admitting it, and the text message of the boy begging me, like, oh, please take me back. He was writing me, like, Instagram, all these different places, like, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to fuck her, she was just pussy, I really like you, blah, blah. I sent him all that. He was on the phone crying hysterically. I'm like, oh my God. He was crying. So I think this happened during the week. It had to be like a Wednesday or Thursday. So he like, I'm gonna come up to your school, send me the address. I sent him the address, not really thinking he gonna come. The man pops up to the school. He texts me like, let me in your room, I'm outside. I give him the information. He comes in. He starts fucking her up. Like, he starts beating her the fuck up in that room, dragging her. Like, you wanna be fucking niggas on this campus? Mind you, she was white, he was black. They were married. He was paying for her to go to school. They start hustling, bustling, and tussling on the in our room. Mind you, the room wasn't that big. He started fucking some of my shit up. So I'm like, whoa, like, all right, like, enough is enough before the CAs come down there. You know they be hype. So he like, no, fuck that, cause you called me. You wanted me to know, making all this noise, drawing all this attention. I'm like, oh my God, this nigga emotional. So it all died down. The CAs came. He wasn't even supposed to really be in there. It all died down, and he left. He cut her off. He told her, figure out how to pay for school on your own, and they lived together, and he kicked her out. Now, after that happened, she was so mad. She was like, I did something that wasn't that serious. It was just a drunk night. You messed up my whole livelihood. Play with somebody safer. Like, I didn't give a fuck. I didn't have no remorse. I was very happy and content that her life was fucked up, because why would you have that disloyalty in you to do that to me, to smile on my face, tell me to lose my virginity to this man, and then you bust it open like it's nothing? Girl, no. I had to make an example out of her. But she ended up leaving. She ended up leaving. She didn't graduate, but she ended up leaving because she couldn't take the stress of school, whatever. And she vowed that she hated me and I was gonna go to hell and all this different stuff. Now, sitting back, looking back on it, 22-year-old Rihanna, I would not have done that. That was really evil and vindictive of me. But in the moment, I'm just like, oh, they played in my face. Like, they played with me, and I'm gonna make an example out of somebody. Like, don't ever violate and think you're safe with me. But now I know that, you know, God handles all things above me. God handles all things above me, and karma would have took care of her. But back then, child, I said I gotta get to her before karma does. That's it.